to you, this might be a bit gross. I should have known, I should have seen. That look in your eyes is not letting me in. I can't believe this body's mine. I'm outside. It doesn't make any sense. This was not how I saw the end. But I keep on breathing. Heart is beating. I'm waiting for the eclipse and the consequences of it. Why do we keep falling down? When it's always the victim ground. We got time to make this right. But it's all we keep falling down. Do you remember our first touch? When I look at you now, an adrenaline rush. We're always looking for something more. We're closer to the edge than ever before. I can't believe this body's
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca, and it is
Tuesday Night Live.
Lido Loca Live.
It's Loca Live.
Loca Live?
Tuesday Night Live.
Lido
At
Loca
9 p.m.
Live.
Eastern.
Tuesday Night Live.
We're here.
It's been a week, Jenny.
It has been a week.
It's been a couple weeks since we've sat at this very desk on a Tuesday night in
That's
this
right.
very room.
Well, last Tuesday was New Year's Eve, right?
New Year's Eve, last Tuesday, the last Tuesday of the decade.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you say it like that, it's like, whoa.
Let that sink in a bit.
Yeah,
The
it did.
last Tuesday.
It did when you said it last week, too, right?
And last Tuesday, we were not in the great state of North Carolina.
No, we were in the wonderful state of Florida.
All right, let's recap what we've done this past week. Tuesday night,
It's a whirlwind. Always.
we were in
At the
Florida.
Lido Loca headquarters.
We were in Florida, right?
We were in Florida.
And then Wednesday was the New Year's Day,
Right.
and we went and visited your brother.
Oh, that's right.
And then you forced me to go test the fates.
Did I force you? I twisted your arm? I kidnapped you and took you along?
You forced me to
Come
go.
on. Who are we kidding?
Look, normally the signaling is if we say we broke even, that means we lost money. Well, we went to the casino, we tested the fates for a couple of hours, and we left with more money
Right.
than we actually started with. We were able to eat lunch.
Mm-hmm.
We were able to buy gasoline for the car,
Right.
and we still had a few dollars left over.
Yeah.
So we started off our new year testing the fates and measuring up victoriously.
Yeah. And hanging out with family.
Hanging out with
Bringing
family.
in the decade.
Before we get too far gone, let's
Okay.
say a big thank you to Michael Cruise Lover for
Michael
that
Cruise Lovers.
super sticker before
Elizabeth.
the show started. And then Julie D, thank you for the super sticker. I like this little pudgy dude rolling around.
With a workout band.
Yes, with
Headband.
a sweatband.
It's a pair.
All right, so that was Wednesday.
Right.
So we were in our house. We took a
in our
load.
new rental home.
We took a load of stuff down there, and during I guess the first, we didn't do much on the first other than go. Well, we went to the casino. We went to see your brother, and then we hung out with your ma.
Right. And then my Charlotte came over.
And your good friend Charlotte came over. And so then that's Wednesday. Thursday, I think we started getting busy. And we got like our electric set up and our water set up. We got the new Lido Loca mailbox set up. And we cleaned a little bit.
Yep.
And I think we stuck our feet in the pool.
Yeah.
What day did we come home? Did we come home Friday or Thursday?
I think we came home Friday morning, right?
Yes, I don't know what
Yeah,
we did
we left-
Thursday.
We left at, we did all those busy things.
Yeah.
And then we had a pizza party before we left.
Oh, that's right. Wednesday was New Year's Day, so Thursday was the kind of fun hangout day. We had a pizza party to christen the new digs. And then we came home on Friday, 11-hour drive.
Yeah.
Saturday, we tried to catch up a little bit. You know, we have to pack. And then Sunday, Jenny got sick somewhere along the way. You sound a lot better today.
I am feeling a little bit better today.
I've been nursing Jenny back to health.
You have been. You've been so good to me.
But if you want to hear what Jenny sounds like sick, listen to this week's podcast because she sounds a little rough.
Yeah.
A little nasally.
I was feeling very rough.
So Sunday, I had to take our son...
I'm still not feeling, like, up to par. Not
Yes.
looking up to par, but that's okay.
I had to take our son back to school.
Yes, thank you for doing that.
And then I passed by Cherokee Casino, and since I had not deposited... Here's the rule.
What's the rule?
If you take money out...
Let's hear the rule.
If you take money out for the casino,
Okay.
all that money is in play until you put that money back in the bank.
Is that your rule? Because that's not my rule.
That's a universal rule, Jenny.
Oh, is it?
Money
Okay.
out of the bank in play
right.
to
Let's
test.
take a poll.
To test the fates, always in play until you
Let's
get
take
it,
a poll.
until you get it back
real.
in the bank. So
Speaking of polls,
look, I passed another casino and I stopped and I won money again. So twice we've tested the
Yes.
fates, and twice we have been victorious.
well, the second time I wasn't with you.
So I was double victorious. I didn't
Yeah.
have to cover any slot losses.
Oh, whatever.
So that was Sunday, and then Monday, another whirlwind day. So what I'm trying to say, people are wondering whether we're packing or not.
We are, little by little,
I think we
right?
have 6 or 7 boxes packed, if that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it's been busy.
Really, it has.
Wanda, Cheetah, Bonita, Byram.
She's so sweet.
Thank you for the super chat. Very kind. Thanks for supporting the creativity. Chica Burrita Mamacita. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, so here we are at another Tuesday, and it's been busy.
Mm-hmm.
Now we haven't. The cool thing is we don't have to be out of here till the end of the month. But dang it, I'm ready to go back to Florida.
I mean, I'm ready.
We haven't lined up our truck yet. Our hopefulness was that we would get our truck on Monday, but I think we might get it next Wednesday so that we can do the live show next Tuesday and
Right.
pack. So what I got to do, Jenny?
Well, this is what
Yes.
what our plan was that we were going to get it Monday
Yes.
and drive all day Tuesday.
Yes.
But then we're like, well, where are we going to do live?
Where we're going to do live, and we still haven't put a lot of effort into this packing yet.
Well, we need to.
But here's the thing.
But it's like, we just can't close.
Yes, that's right. I mean, I like to make the video every day, and I like to make it the day of. Like, I like to
Right.
wake up and get the feel. Like today, I went outside, and Jenny's always worried when I go outside. She didn't know what kind of video I was
I
making.
was scared, you guys.
Did you love that video, Jenny?
I mean, you know.
I didn't like it.
What do you like?
I like it all. I like you.
Oh, you're
I
sweet.
love the locafam.
Aw.
No, I like a lot about cruising.
I know.
Some people they get it twisted thinking I'm in a bad mood when I make that kind of video. Look, I'm like the Incredible Hulk. I'm always angry. Sometimes you just have to tap into it.
Right.
So, here's my plan. This is what I'm going to try to do tomorrow.
Who tapped into it?
Me.
Oh.
Me.
Oh. I thought maybe I was
No.
pushing some buttons before you went outside.
No, you don't feel good. I'm not mad at you when you don't feel good.
Thank you.
I like to... my favorite time to be mad at you is when you're healthy.
What?
I'm just kidding. So what I have to do, I have to break this cycle of the daily video by making multiple videos tomorrow. So my Wednesday
Okay.
goal is to make 3 videos
All right.
and to throw some stuff in the mail. I got some stuff to mail out
Yes,
for the
you
Loca
do.
fam.
We do.
And we do.
Well, I mean, like, we're both responsible for
Yeah.
it, but you do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we are tapping into that anger.
Yeah. Well, and also, this is the first week that I don't have my 9 to 5.
This is Jenny's first week with no 9 to 5. Are you digging it?
I mean, besides being
sick and traveling.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Hold on. Timeout.
Okay.
John Flynn, thank you so much for the super chat.
John Flynn
Appreciate
and
it.
Lori.
Sarah Clement, hey everybody, glad you're feeling better. Jenny, I have a horrible cold. I hope you feel
Sarah,
better.
I hope you feel better.
Thank you so much for the super chat. So, my goal is to record and at least edit a couple videos tomorrow.
Okay.
And look, I haven't stepped on the scale. There are people out there, Jenny, waiting for me to weigh in and tell you what the heck I'm going to do for the new year.
Can we just put that off until next week?
I got to get on
Can
it.
I beg? Well, I believe that. I mean, like, we
I need to
both
do it.
But I think that we have to pack.
I don't. There's a lot of people over on the weight loss channel waiting for.
All right, well then you need to get something up tomorrow. How about I record you sweating, packing boxes?
I don't want to weigh in because I haven't weighed in a while.
All right, but I mean, you got to start. It's the new year.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Ugh, I got to get to Florida.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do. But there's worse problems to have.
Right.
Because we're in it together.
Like, I mean, like it could be worse, right?
Yes.
Like we would have. It could be that we have to be out of our apartment next week.
No, we have till the end of... So we have...
But I don't want us to procrastinate.
We can't
either,
procrastinate.
Because, you know, I want to get down there.
We haven't been procrastinating.
No,
We've been working. But we got to figure out some things, so...
We do.
Okay.
And we figured it out, really.
Yes.
Right? Like,
for the most part.
We're going to... U-Haul has that you can hire people
Yes.
to pack the truck.
Yes.
And then you will drive the U-Haul down to Florida.
Yes.
And I will follow you in the Volkswagen.
Yes. But we still have to do something with the Chevy.
Right.
Are we gonna ship it down there? Are we gonna sell
Does
it?
anybody know an auto shipper? Because like that is the biggest scam thing that I've been dealing with.
We reached out to some people to maybe ship our car down there, and it's a challenge.
Right.
All right, Stephanie York, thank you so much for the super sticker.
Super sticker.
And Jeff Prost, thank you so much for the super chat.
Stephanie York is... Love her.
So I think that's got us caught up. Now, one thing that did happen is we rented a car for our Florida trip.
Oh my goodness, do we want to talk about this car?
I think Jenny has a desire for a new kind of car.
I do. Like, listen, I love my Equinox, right?
Yes.
But the Equinox, we're going to have to be doing something with it.
Yes.
But what we rented...
So we have 2 paid off cars. Quit coughing, Jenny.
Excuse me.
You gotta quit coughing.
Right, so we have 2 paid off cars.
Let's look at Jenny deep in her soul.
No.
You're on the Jenny cam.
Oh my goodness. What's up? All right. Boom.
All right. So
yeah, so we have 2 paid off cars.
they're getting a little old.
Right.
They're both the check engine lights on both of them.
Right, but we're going to fix that.
Yes.
But anyway, we rented a
Ford Flex.
Ford Flex. I love this car.
But I know it kind of makes me want to buy a car, but I like not having.
Well, and
a
it's
car
not really
payment.
a car, right? Like it's almost like a station wagon.
It's weird, and so
Yeah.
it's low to the ground. If you don't know the Ford Flex, it's low to the ground. You can drop all the seats, and it's like the length of a pickup truck. We loaded so much stuff in our house and took it down, or took it down to the
And
house.
then when we were in Florida, it was so cool to just tow it around everybody.
Yeah, so there was one night we had your sister, your cousin's wife, and 2 kids, and us. So like 7 people in the car.
Yeah. And I tell you why I liked it too, is that I know that we'll be spending a lot of time like with my mom and Frankie Poo.
Yes.
You know, so I like it because it's low to the ground, right? Like they don't have to really work to get in the car.
Yes.
Right.
I like that too. It would be a great cruise port vehicle too, because you can pile a bunch of luggage in it.
That's right.
So anyways, we might look at picking up a used Ford Flex.
Yeah.
Flex. Like the Reflex.
Mm-hmm.
The Reflex is a lonely sound.
Someone said, buy a golf cart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because my friend Charlotte lives 3 minutes from us. But my mom lives probably about 11, and you got to take some main roads, so.
I live 11 minutes from my mother-in-law. But
You're lucky.
I love her. She's good to me.
She is good to you.
She's good. I got a woman way over town.
She loves you more than me.
She's good to me. I mean, I don't have that kind of relationship with Jenny's mom.
She is good to you, though.
She is good to me, though.
Yeah, she loves you.
So let's answer some questions. People are like, not people. I've seen the question a couple times. Are you renting or buying a house? We're just renting a house. This house was built before the turn of the millennia.
Before we graduated high school.
So
Yeah.
this house is old. It's we're super fortunate. We're excited about it, but it's a little dated. We're still trying to figure out how to set it up. It's a 3-bedroom house. And here's our dilemma, and we'll share it with you guys because we know that you guys like helping us solve our problems. When Jenny does her travel agent business, she talks to people on the phone, and man, she is good at it. But she's loud. Like Jenny needs to be tucked away somewhere. When I edit most of the time I film in the morning while nothing's going on, so I'm not disturbing anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll edit or I'll work on the computer in the evening. I'll throw my earbuds in, so it doesn't really matter where I'm at. I'm not very loud. But we're trying to figure out, like, at first it's like, man, we live in a cool place in Florida. People will want to come see us. Should we have our room and, like, 2 other beds? And our son's going to come home from college. We want to make sure that he has a place to sleep. So we were hesitant to commit one of the bedrooms as an office, but I think we have to.
I think we have to.
I think we have to. So we have 3 bedrooms. I think it's got to be the same setup as here. 1 office, studio. Well, probably 1 office. I got a different idea for the studio, but 1 office and 1 bedroom. I don't know. But it's a rental house, to answer the question. And also, we get asked if we're going to do a home tour. It's nothing special. I don't know that we'll do a home tour. I don't know. The more people that follow us and stuff, the more likelihood that if we share too much information, somebody might show up at our house. I know that's that probably would never happen, but wow, like, I don't ever want that to happen. I'm happy to meet people on a cruise ship, but if you're a stranger and I'm not expecting you, please don't come to my house. That's stranger danger. And so I'm hesitant to do a home tour just because I don't want to encourage stranger danger. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Jenny, we're 15 minutes in. That's kind of the update. That's what's been going on with us. How many days until we cruise?
That's a long week.
It's been crazy. And so I sometimes I'm like, I can't believe we don't have more done on the packing, but when you look at it, it's been busy.
Yeah.
It's been busy. Let me look at the old Shipmate app. I really want to go on a cruise. That's what I'm thinking. But all right.
So Taser, see, they have their studio and their dining room, and that's kind of what we're thinking about doing.
We have a dining room that's open, kind of off the living room, and then we have a big nook at the end of the kitchen. We're thinking about partitioning off the nook and making that where we film.
Yeah.
Where we film. But part of me goes, look, I've been looking at the pop-up green screen. We could go back to green screen and just really low-key it. I don't know what I like better. I do like this kind of set with some blurry background. I don't know. Jenny, 66...
People are saying
yes.
to get a car dolly.
And drag it down there?
Yeah, but...
I'm going to drive a 26-foot
and that's
U-Haul.
me.
We're getting the 26-foot U-Haul. If I didn't have to stop for gas, I feel like I could drag the car. Right. Like, all I would do is just drive it down there. So I don't know.
Right.
I'm tempted. I looked at it. How hard is it? We've never done it. How hard is it? We've never done it. But
it scares me a little bit.
I was saying something when you said that, and I forgot what it was. I don't know. Oh, 66 days until we cruise again. If we don't do anything before that, like my hope honestly is that we get down there and we get locked in, and by February, like, we're moved in, and then some sweet February cheap cruise shows up and we get on a cruise ship. Jenny, what were you telling me before the show? Somebody's competing with Bahamas Paradise?
I mean, that's kind of what I feel. I feel like Celebrity.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Celebrity.
Yes.
They're doing 2-night cruises to Nassau.
That's crazy.
And that's what Bahama Paradise does.
On the Equinox.
On the Equinox.
A really nice cruise ship.
Absolutely.
That's
for under $500.
Cool.
And that's prepaid gratuities also.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would love a 2-day cruise, but that's pretty good. Amy, oh, I lost you. Amy Krug, thank you.
Amy, thank you.
Thank you so much for the super sticker. I'll Keanu you. You are amazing. How about that? All right, I just see under Amy's comment, John Klaykowski. I'm envious of all those ships on a stick. These are all the Carnival ships that we've been on. We've been on every one. I can't remember, but it goes from oldest to newest. We have 7. We've been on 7 Carnival ships.
So it's Fantasy, Liberty.
Go in chronological order.
I'm trying to.
Fantasy,
Liberty,
Paradise.
Oh yeah.
Fantasy,
Paradise, Liberty,
Elation,
Breeze,
Vista. And behind your head, do your head like that. Sunrise.
Oh, that's right. We were just on the
sunrise. Sunset. Sunrise. Okay.
Can I just say how much I like the Sunrise?
You can say it.
I did. I love that ship.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Larry and Ananda, thank you so much for the super sticker.
Hey guys, up in Canada.
What we got to come up with a name for this little pudgy super sticker with the. It's a pear.
It is.
I just realized it's a pear. Oh, did you say it was a pear?
I did. You should listen.
But there's only one of them.
And that one doesn't fall over.
I should listen sometimes.
You should listen to me sometimes.
Aren't you being a little saucy?
Well, I don't feel good.
Gosh.
What?
Jenny, I love this camera on you.
I don't.
I'm just looking at your beauty.
I don't like it on me.
I'm just staring at your beauty.
Oh, you're so kind.
The beauty of the... All right, here we are. We're back.
Okay.
All right. What is going on, everybody? Look, you can't really tell.
Thank you, Gary, with 2 R's, trying to help me out there.
I was struggling because there's no clock on my heads-up display here.
So.
But now I have this thing called Clock Tab. If you ever need a clock, there's a web-based clock called clocktab.com, and now I can see the time, and it's freaking me out. 9:19. What's going on? Okay.
I know, Chaz and Erica, so on our podcast, we talk about...
We're out of focus.
We talked about Holland.
Yeah, so we just published the podcast today. I tell you what, people are starting to listen to the podcast. It's really exciting. It's the Lido Loca cruise podcast. You can get it on iTunes or anywhere that you get, for the most part, anywhere that you get podcasts. But this week's episode, we revisited our most popular video, which is 10 Mistakes First-Time Cruisers Make. That video's got 1.1 million views.
It's crazy.
That was made in 2018. And we went back now as cruisers a year and a half later to see if we still believe those things that we said in that video. We still believe the things that we said in the video, but there were a couple glaring omissions. And so in the podcast, we added a couple tips. Check that out. And we also looked at the cruise lines that we haven't been on yet, and we ranked them to see which ones we want to go on next. And we did some cruise news. So that's up in video form. That is also up in audio form. So
I almost
check out
feel
the
like
podcast.
doing that video over again.
Yeah, we should. I'm so afraid though, because that video gets views every day.
No, and
I don't want to put up a video that competes with the most popular video that we have.
Okay.
That video is crazy. I just want to say that video gets views.
Well,
That
and it's
video
crazy
gets
because when I watch it,
3,000
I'm
views.
like, oh my goodness.
It gets 3,000 views every 2 days.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
All right, so we won't.
Travels with Cheryl and Ed. Thank you so much for the super chat. Safe travels to Florida. We love Florida. We like it too. We keep going out of focus. I don't know what's up with this lens, man.
Why?
Come back.
Why?
The autofocus on this camera is super good, but I can't seem to get it. There it is. Maybe I gotta not move my head.
Don't move. Stay still. Don't blink. Don't move your lips.
Don't blink. All right. Let's go to this.
Ian is in, and Ann Jordan is also with the the fires and stuff.
Yeah, I saw several people here from Australia, man. I tell you what, it's I know it's the fires are out of control, and our thoughts and prayers go out to you guys. Hopefully everybody's safe down there and all your property's safe. That's some scary stuff.
Yeah.
California gets it too. It just it's crazy. It's crazy. That's right. Oh, my brother's out there. Retro Sarge. Stay focused.
And Mark Robinson.
All right, I'm gonna drop to the bottom of the chat. See who's in the house tonight. I'll say some hellos. If you have any questions you want to throw our way, like why is this thing not staying in focus? Holy crap! The focus is normally pretty solid on this.
It is. I don't know what's going on.
What is going on?
Stop. Now
Am
you're
I in
out.
focus?
No, you're out. I'm in.
Do I look like the side of a coin like this?
No.
I like it. You like the furrowed brow?
Now I'm out of focus. Can you sit down? Stop playing around.
That's a good look right there.
It is a good look. Let's go.
Boom.
Let's go. Sit down.
You're very bossy when you're sick.
I am. Because I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Stop. Why are you taking pictures of me? Oh my goodness. Stop.
Denise and Ron Travels, thank you so much for the super chat. Jenny, coffee for Jenny, since she's getting on her element. My
Thank
coffee's
you.
almost empty. I didn't do it right.
And tonight I'm actually drinking spearmint tea.
Spearmint tea. All right. I see my man Roy Shaw's special features. We had the same problems. I drove my car here and then rented a one-way car back to Mississippi and then drove the truck here with Amanda following me in her car. I don't know that the Chevy's going to make it down there.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Jenny's uncle is a mechanic, and he's going to make magic. He's going to make sweet magic love to the Chevy, but we just got to get it down there. But I don't think it would make the trip. That's why we haven't been driving it very long.
Yeah.
Let's see. Harlan Hare, do you use Ecamm Live or another interface? We're using the free streaming software called OBS. We use a piece of software called Spark something. John Klaykowski, what is that? SparkWire. to pull our camera into the computer, and then we use that as an input on OBS, and then we stream directly to the YouTube machine.
Yeah. The YouTube machine.
The YouTube machine, Jenny, you're familiar with it.
I am.
What? Karen with a Y is always busting my chops. Stop goofing off. Look, I haven't begun to goof off. We've only just begun to goof off.
Karen with a Y is pretty awesome.
What is going on? All right. This chat is going crazy. Do you all have a room at the new house to have all of us before our cruises? Yes. We're opening up an Airbnb. Yes. It's the Lido Loca Airbnb.
That would be cool.
You can rent a room that has access right to the pool. So, yes.
Well, and then we could Uber you over to the cruise port.
Our super admin, Sarah Phillips, said Tony's going to die in 3, 2, 1. I don't know what was going on at that point. Maybe it's when I was taking the pictures.
Sarah's pretty awesome. Maybe. We have a very cool admin team.
Yes. Travel Adventures of Candy and Mike reminding us wave season is January the 1st through the 31st.
Yes.
Let's focus. Make me mad, Jenny.
Focus, Tony. Think about it.
It's time to,
waves.
It's time to book a cruise. Maybe something so good in the background that the camera's just wanting to...
I don't know what it is, though.
It's making me mad.
It's making me mad.
I don't like it. Truth... Cool. Why was Jenny's face not shown in the podcast? Did you listen to the podcast? I mean, I hate to be that frank.
Who said that?
Truth cool.
So, I was not feeling good, and I just did not feel like putting on my makeup and...
That's what we said.
Yeah. Well, I'm just explaining it.
That's what we told people. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, Jenny was sick. She didn't want to be on the camera.
Yeah, just...
She did it naked. I mean,
oh my gosh!
I hate to be that honest.
No, I didn't.
I had to.
I did do it in my pajamas though.
Yeah, which is naked.
No, it's not.
Naked. Jenny's turning red. Naked.
Because don't even talk like that.
Naked.
We are like a family friendly. Stop it.
How, like Jenny? I don't know. Nobody's uptight about that. Oh, she does not feel good. That's true. Jenny needs a spa day. That's right. I believe it.
Once we get down to Florida.
Yes.
I'm going to put my feet in that pool.
What, Sandy Bell, what Royal Caribbean cruise do you recommend? We've
Oasis,
only been on the Oasis class, and we loved it.
Yeah.
So if you like a lot of fun and you like a big old cruise ship, Oasis class, do it.
Yeah. We're going on the Majesty, though.
Yes.
Which I forget who... Someone corrected me. I cannot remember who. But Majesty is actually not the smallest ship in the Royal Fleet.
Yeah, somebody said there was another one.
Yeah, the Empresses. So.
Empress of the Seas. Ann Jordan, our good friend from Australia. The Lido Loca Lobster Roll Airbnb. We forgot about the lobster roll.
Oh, that's right.
We found a lobster food truck there in Florida. Mm-hmm. The lobster tank.
Yeah.
That lobster roll was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah, and someone had said something about like I would never buy food from a gas station, but it was in a food truck.
All right, Jenny.
And you know what? My favorite food down in Florida comes from the gas station, right?
Yes, Jenny's favorite Florida food is some nasty chicken gizzards.
I
think gizzards is a made-up word. Gizzards and
gizzards
livers.
and it's
gizzards.
Chicken.
It's gizzards, chicken
and liver.
Chicken, gizzards, and liver. What the heck is that? I ate that one time.
Did you feel bad for me? I had to grow up in that little town.
I put
like this.
I put one of these chicken liver gizzard things in my mouth.
Everybody knew who I was.
It was like she loves it.
I'd walk into...
To each their own.
But listen, I'd walk into the store and I'd say, hey, can I have some chicken gizzards and liver? And they'd be like, oh, Jen's here.
Leah Long...
Instead of like Jersey Shore, Potty's here.
Potty's here.
They would say, Jen's here.
Leah Longo Bardia.
Leah is so
She has figured it out. First of all, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for supporting the creativity. Out of focus because you're fading out from North Carolina. Feel better, beautiful Jenny. Absolutely.
Aww, thank you, Leah. She's so kind. She sends me beautiful text messages, and she's so sweet.
Slinky said you still look good. That's absolutely... Did you snort? We do snort. That is one of our laughters. What is the camera you use for vlogging your videos? Homeless Well asked that. So the video that I did today, I shot with the Canon G7X Mark II, just a little point and shoot. I didn't put a memory card in my audio recorder, so that was on-camera audio, the little wind muff. And then when we're here in the studio, I shoot with a Canon M50. So yes. And sometimes when I do the walking videos, I shoot with a Osmo Pocket. Pocket. All right. So will you now be able to drive or Uber to cruise ports? We always drive to the cruise port, but now the drive will be shorter. Cat Rose, absolutely. Let's see. Yes, we're on the podcast app on Apple. Centernet Entertainment. I see you all the time in our comments, and I never say that out loud, so that's good. And Jordan, and I roll for Anthony. Absolutely. Would you like Buc-ee's? Okay, so let me digress a moment.
Okay.
May I digress? We went out and we
had... See, Denise and Ron, they like chicken gizzards also.
That's not even a real thing.
It is a real thing.
We had...
Put the camera on. It is a real thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, I don't want it. It is a real thing.
Asking you, talk right to the camera, Jay.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Chicken gizzards and liver.
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
All right, Tony.
Is it?
Stop playing.
So we had fried chicken tonight, right? Because not only are we not packing, we're not buying food, we're not cooking, we're just getting food. And this is what I hate. I went to KFC and I wanted chicken wings and coleslaw. This was my big... Because with the coleslaw, that's like a vegetable. It evens out the chicken wings.
Right.
I'm not a nutritionist, but I do believe that that's true.
Right.
And I hate this move at the fast food places. Hey, can I get...
It's so silly.
Can I get like an order of chicken wings, like 12 pieces for my wife and I, and some coleslaw? Oh yeah, you can have the chicken wings, but they have to cook for 18 minutes. I think they use this technique so that you will not order the chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
Because I quickly went, well, what do you have that's ready already? And that's what I got.
Right.
I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it. And then what I hate is the other day I stopped at McDonald's to get a milkshake and I had to wait 10 minutes to get to the order window for them to tell me that their shake machine is down. They should give you a
shake machine? Did you get a shake?
No, I told you about that. I was going to get a shakes, but the shake machine was down.
Anyway.
We're moving to Canada. Paul Callahan's asking, and now I didn't want to tell anybody.
No, Paul. We are not moving to Canada.
Moving to Canada.
Someone asked about...
Here, let me put the camera on you so I can cough, because I'm about to cry.
Yeah, so someone asked about how we got the guts to leave 9 to 5 and do this, but... Hi. But for me, like, I kind of was thrown into it, right? Like, my company sold.
So then you got fired.
I didn't get fired.
They eliminated your position.
Right, but I didn't get fired. The whole company got...
What if your position was this?
Oh my goodness.
And they eliminated it.
All right, can you put us back up on the big thing?
But
or move this to the middle?
Right.
It's your choice.
I got choices. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, wait, no. Hello?
Hello, Anthony.
The shake machine is always down. Absolutely.
It is always down.
Hey, our friends Sharon at Sea travel.
What is going on,
Look.
Sharon and Jamie? That I did this week also. Sharon and I had a wonderful long conversation for our group cruise that's coming up in October.
I'm actually crying.
Oh my goodness.
From
Why
coffee.
are you crying?
Look, let's do this. Let's
do this. What are we doing?
Let's shower our friends Sharon, Jamie, and Matthew with some love. They had some big events happen to them this week.
They did.
They hit 25,000 subscribers on the YouTube machine.
I know.
And it's Jamie's birth month.
It is.
And Mr. Rogers sang happy birthday to Jamie on their live stream last night.
Very cool.
And Mr. Rogers claimed all of the money from their live stream.
What?
Mr. Rogers took Sharon at Sea's super chat money.
How dare they?
In a copyright dispute. I don't know if that's actually the truth, but that's the way I see it.
They got some nerve.
So welcome, Sharon at Sea. We're so glad to have you.
We love you guys.
There's a lot of planning going on for this.
There is. So exciting.
The breeze sold out for the most part.
It is. Well, it is sold out. I tried
Any guarantees or anything left?
Nope. Nope. Lacey Stark. Shoot me email at jbarnett, BARNETT. How many T's? TTE At cruiseshipcenters.com.
Cruiseshipcenters.com.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I'm going to say this.
What are you going to say?
When we first started making videos,
Yes.
we put out a video of 5 YouTubers that we were watching at the time. Now, I've since privated that video just because we had a negative interaction with somebody that was on that list.
Okay.
I'm not going to say who.
Don't.
But
Because we don't. That's not how we roll.
I try not to be super competitive, but I'm a little competitive. And on that list, we have from a subscriber perspective and from a views perspective, we have surpassed 4 of the 5 of the maybe not views on 4 of the 5, but from a subscriber perspective, we have grown beyond 4 of those channels.
Wow.
You're not excited about that?
That is. I mean, yeah. It's pretty amazing.
I'm trying to look. Fine, Jenny. Fine.
DNG.
There's nothing wrong with a little competitiveness.
No, as long as it's friendly. Some people are not friendly like that.
You're too worried about stuff, Jenny.
I'm not worried, because it's friendly. Anyway.
Let's just look at Jenny.
No,
I'm
don't look
disgusted
at
over
me.
here.
Stop.
I'm disgusted with your lack of
Oh,
happiness.
Anthony, can you get it off of me?
That's a weird live stream with your hand all in it. D&G Explorers, big and little explorer, wishing you the best in 2020. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting the creativity.
When I was looking at Disney cruises, that's the first time I saw D&G.
Yes, they're big. They're big Disney. Look, okay, I get this question a lot. When's the sunrise? We did not vlog on the sunrise.
We didn't. We just
We've been hitting it so hard. We decided just to hang out with the family.
yeah.
And I've been on that ship, so I kind of I already put it up there.
Yeah, I wasn't, and it was the end of the year.
Fred Cohen, I do
Tired.
have beef with Don. He wasn't on that list, but I do have beef with Don. Don't you guys say anything to him, but he said some disparaging things about Carnival, and
What?
I got some. Look, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm still friendly with Don, but he's out of line. Don't anybody tell him I said that. He's my friend. He's out.
Don's pretty awesome.
I got no beef with anybody,
No.
but it's good to be competitive, right?
Absolutely.
What's wrong with the culture today? Everybody wants a participation trophy. I just want to win.
It's the millennial thought process.
There's no winning. No, the best advice I ever got about what we're doing in this YouTube life, this creative life, actually came from Don.
Yeah.
And he said, in reality, the only person that you're competing with is yourself. And I bring that philosophy forward every day when I'm making a video. How do I make a video that's more entertaining today, more informative today, more educational today? How do I do it better than I did it yesterday? How do I do it better than I did it a year ago? And those are actually the numbers that I look at. So that's the way it is.
Well,
Thank you, Don, for that. Even though I don't like what you said, I got a beef with Don. I'm beefing with Don. Don't tell him, though. Don't tell him.
Don!
Please don't tell him. And there were some people that commented on Don's video that I have a beef with that said, look, we're telling Tony. So if you were one of those people, you know what it is.
That's pretty funny. We should do a call out to our friends, our creative friends.
Like on the phone? Hold on.
No.
I got it right here.
Who you calling, Roy?
No, I'm just going to take your picture.
Stop.
Do it, Jenny. Make love to the camera.
Oh my gosh.
Strike a pose.
What is wrong with this man tonight? My goodness. Do it.
Beauty's where you find it. We watched a really interesting documentary on Madonna yesterday, and the lady that was in it.
Wow.
She looked exactly like Madonna.
She was. It was.
I'm not a huge Madonna fan. We were just trying to find something to watch on the Hulu, and this one's called Madonna and the Breakfast Club, and it was all about her rise to success. A really hardworking story. Like she worked hard to get where she was at, but the chick that they had playing her looked just like her.
Right, and it's kind of cool to see where people start out from, but I feel like she wasn't nice to the people that she started with.
It didn't seem like that.
No, and that's kind of crappy. I don't like that.
TCU Papito. What's in your cup? It's just a little coffee and cream.
Aw, Amanda said you need to call Roy. He misses you and he needs a hug.
I want to go to that Canadian restaurant that you guys went to.
Yes.
All right. Patricia H. said that you can enact violence on me and they won't tell anybody.
Thank
Look,
you.
if Jenny hits me, I'm calling 9/11 spousal abuse.
Oh, whatever.
Okay?
The police would be like, yeah, Jen, I get you.
All right. 9:39. Having this clock here freaks me out. But you know what we did not do? Like
What
you
did
mentioned,
we not do?
We did not call out our creative friends. Are you out there, creators? Are you out there? Man, my mouth looks really big like that. Hello. If you're somebody that makes content that you want other people to see,
Good night, Christine.
If you're a part of that crew's life, now is the time to highlight your channels. Now is the time to give your elevator pitch. Put a comment out there that are going to get people to click on your name and go to your channel. Let's hear it for the creators.
Yay! We love you guys.
And if you're somebody that likes cruising content, go follow these people. Have you subscribed to the podcast channel? Shameless plug. Because I'm shameless.
That's the most... You feel disgusting after you watch that show.
Look, we've got this podcast, the video part, on a different channel just because we don't want to convolute. We don't want to cross the streams Ghostbuster style. Right. But I really would like to get that channel to 1,000 subscribers. We're already at 2,000 watch hours. You got to have 4,000... and you got to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers so that you can make a little coin on your creative efforts. And I would love to do that on the podcast channel because we don't. And, you know, we don't want to, like, load it up on this channel. So
right.
Go subscribe to the podcast channel.
Mickey!
You're so fine. You're so fine.
Is.
You blow my mind.
Well,
Mickey
Mickey is... We met her on the Vista. Remember with her two friends?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Mickey's Pair is the #1 fan. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the creativity. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
Do you know that? So, do you remember in the 80s how when Walkmans came out?
Do you remember in the 80s when, yeah?
All right, so I was so excited that I got a Walkman, right?
You were so excited,
and
yes.
My mother bought me one tape. And it was Mickey.
Did you wear it out?
And it was just a single. I sure did.
I'm typing something.
What are you typing?
Did you, was it just that one song?
Yeah. Yeah, and then, you know, back in the day, like, we used to put tape over the... Do you remember doing that? You'd put tape over the little things on the top of the cassette and tape from... The
radio.
From the radio?
Yes. Do you think that's why...
And it used to annoy me that the DJs would talk over.
I think that's why they talk over. So
absolutely.
So you couldn't steal the music.
Yeah.
So that tape and taping off the radio was like the precursor to Napster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Precursor.
Did you use Napster?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What was funny is I was working IT. I was working third shift for a company and doing like PC repair and running an AS400. And they had the Fire, like multi-gigabit download. Mm-hmm. And this was before any company knew that you should block stuff. Like it was before internet security. And I remember when Napster came out, I hooked up to this super fast network and I downloaded everything on Napster. Every night I would go in third shift, I would fix PCs, I would run the AS400, and I would download a bunch of illegal music. And then at some point I felt bad and said, I feel like I'm stealing this music, and I deleted it all. But everybody has to go on that Napster journey. That's what I think. Yeah,
and I think that, but growing up, like for our kids, like they never did any of that. Because that was like the feel in our house, right? Like, hey, you're stealing from the creativity.
I always made sure to pay for stuff so that my kid, you know, like, they're like, oh, we can get this for free. And I'm like, look, somebody made that. Somebody needs to get paid for it. If you want it, I'll pay for it. So, yes, Mary Ellen Dillon, the old green screens of the AS400. I used to run these print reports. It was crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, Sarah Phillips, the Napster eventually. Well, it was, what was the one? Napster wasn't so bad, but then there was another file sharing thing that would just wreck the computer with viruses.
I'll never forget this. When I was single, right?
Yeah.
And, well, divorcee. And my kids were little. And I used to, sit on the computer and talk to you in chat room or whatever.
Strange men on the internet.
No.
Stranger danger.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway.
Jenny, I could have been a murderer.
I know, but I did like 3 background checks on you before I met you.
3 backgrounds? That's it?
Right. Mm-hmm.
You got to go 4 deep to get all my secrets.
Nope, I did 3. Anyway.
Yes.
But do you remember the thing that went around and it was like a Coke holder? And, like, if you press on it, it's, like, your Coke holder for free, and it pops out your CD thing. Well, this happened to me at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. Imagine me how freaked out I was.
What are you talking about? You're talking about the CD-ROM?
Yes.
Did you really sit stuff in that?
What?
Like a Coke holder?
No, like, you clicked on something on the TV,
Yes.
on the computer.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden your CD-ROM popped open.
Yes. Oh, you're saying it happened automatically in the middle of the night?
Yes, it was so scary.
I was controlling it. ICQ chat. Oh, I forgot about those days.
Oh my goodness, ICQ chat.
That's right,
Wow.
Daniel, age, sex, location.
Yes. I think we all have hit that.
Nurse
right?
Nancy is in the house. Frank, the wedding consultant. Ruth Todd, Crazy
Aw,
Cat
Frank and
Traveler.
Sean.
John
Ruth.
White, Larry and Ananda, the Uber Cruisers, DJ Cruisers. Big love to all you guys. I just wanted to say hello to
I
some
love
people
them.
while we're That's right, the Coke holder. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I knew what that meant.
See, Slinky knew.
Oh, Larry and Ananda got some boom.
Oh, you see, yeah,
Some
they
boom.
even have you see, Matt knew it. Coca. That's it.
That's pretty funny. Bear share. Yeah, those were the days for internet dating. Like, I don't know what's going on today with all the apps and stuff.
Isn't it like swipe left or
It would've
swipe
been
right?
crazy. Oh, Emily Flanagan's in the house. What is up, Emily? I don't think we said hello.
Linda, hello.
Marlene Laurent. Yeah, the AS400. Then I worked for a company. Well, I guess it's been 10 years now, but they still ran all their production off of a 400. Mm-hmm. NCL Cruise question. Do they provide beach towels you can take off the ship like Carnival does? Thanks. We are going on our first NCL cruise in March, so I don't know the answer, but any NCL cruisers out there, if you can help with that answer, that would be great.
That would be fantastic.
That would be great.
Who sounds like that? That would be great.
That would be fantastic. I don't know.
Scooby-Doo?
I don't know. I don't think it was Scooby-Doo.
I think it's Tony B.
Good night, Pam Sasser.
Pam and Mike, hello.
BitTorrent.
Good night.
Yeah. BitTorrent.
The Mardi Gras Halloween 2021. That is shaping out to be a really cool sailing as well.
That's the 4th annual Halloween cruise.
It is. It's crazy.
Are we gonna do some solid costume? Man, I feel so bad.
We really did.
That I could not.
We are doing a solid costume this year.
Patrick Mooney says yes on the towels. Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, we got to come up with better costumes.
Yeah.
And we got to, Netphone, I do remember that. I think now that
Well,
we're...
the good thing is that we are in Florida.
Yes.
We are by Charlotte.
Yes.
Charlotte is very creative.
Jenny's best friend is one of the best friends.
Oh my gosh.
This lady is so sweet. I do not know... Oh,
What?
man, Sean Ornelius is reminding me of my Commodore 64. Yes, I do. My first computer was a TRS-80, Trash 80, and then my second was a Commodore 64 that I bought with savings bonds that my grandmother gave me. Yes, Charlotte, Jenny's best friend, is thebomb.com. Like, we're just there chilling at the house. She's showing up with, like, dish towels and spices and condiments. It's so nice.
She's so excited.
We are not going on the Panorama anymore. We
are not.
We replaced it with the Breakaway. Yeah, after we went on the Vista and we saw everybody's coverage of the Panorama, while it looked really cool, it did look like something that we'd kind of done before, and it was going to be expensive to go ahead and make the travel out there, and so in the middle of the move, we didn't know we were going to move when we booked that cruise, so we we're trying to do all this moving, and so we found a free cruise on My Vegas, using our My Vegas points, and so we switched out the 4-pay cruise with essentially a free cruise. So no Panorama, no West Coast in March, sadly enough. Sadly enough.
Sadly. But that's why we're going to have to do some video chatting
Oh, wow.
with Jamie and Sharon.
Sean Ornelius cut their eye teeth on punch cards. I'm not...
Oh my goodness.
I never did punch cards for computing. I know what they are. I'm familiar with the history of computing. a bit of a fan. But yeah, I never had to use it. The first I was in DOS, right? Like my early basic on the TRS-80, but then and whatever the OS was on Commodore. But my first Windows experience was with DOS.
Daniel, send me where it's at, because I'll be down. I'll be around Tampa a lot,
Yes.
and we'll just show up.
Yeah. So Chaz.
Let's talk about that.
Wait.
We were shopping for some stuff for our new house.
Oh yes.
And that was a little what was his name? Mike?
Mike. Yeah.
Super nice guy.
I don't want to lose this question
Okay.
about do you
Go
still
ahead.
have to pay port fees and taxes on the free cruise? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so what it was is the cruise, the cabin that we got went for $23.50 if you booked it outright.
Right. Let's talk free.
Yeah, so this is what free means when it comes to the My Vegas app. So it cost 800,000 of Jenny's coins. She had about 1 million. Been playing the game for 3 or 4 years. 800,000 coins. When she called them, they have an administration fee. Then there's port fees and taxes. So all in, it was $625.
Right.
And we still haven't paid gratuities, which is another 150 maybe.
Right.
So probably all in all, that free cruise is about $775 compared to $23.50. So it's a big savings. I mean, it's not 100% free, but it's a third of the price of if you booked it normally.
Right. And we just have an interior, but we keep getting the offer, to upgrade. So we may.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an interior, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I don't know. Like, I'm happy to get on it for cheap.
Yeah.
But then what you're saying...
Well, especially if we jump on something in February.
Yeah, so we met this guy, Michael, in the Walmart in the city that we're going to live in. That one time I got recognized in a Subway here in Charlotte. The
that's right.
The guy that was working said, "Are you on YouTube?" He didn't know exactly what it was.
Why is Gregory calling us in the middle of live?
Our son knows better.
Can I answer
You can
that
take the
just
call.
in case it's important?
Hold on.
Hello, Gregory. You're on live.
What's going on?
Yes?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
It's showtime, Greg.
Well, are you alright? Alright, love you.
Is he okay?
Bye. Yeah, he just had to ask me a question about something.
Okay.
I'll call him after live, he said.
So one time I got recognized in a Subway. We get recognized on a cruise ship a lot, right? That makes sense. But then our first time going to the Walmart by our house in Florida, some guy walks up to us saying "La Lido Loca." So it was cool. This guy's super nice, Michael. But yeah, I think this is the first time in the wild, I guess we'll call it, that we were spotted.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
That
cool.
might happen more in Florida, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, somebody talking Commodore VIC-20. I had a Commodore 64.
I'm trying to think
No,
of
VIC-20
what
for me.
was my computer that you... my first computer.
I think you had like old Gateway or something like that.
No, it wasn't a Gateway. It's one of those cheap ones that you kind of just...
Oh, no, you had an E-Machine.
That's right, E-Machine.
E-Machine. You guys remember that? E-Machine.
Yeah. Well, it was so...
Ian
it was
says
worth
Greg
it.
need... I'll tell you what.
Greg needs more money.
The cool thing, this kid is a hustle, man.
He
This kid
is a
hustles.
hustler.
And I think he does get that from us a little bit, but... Man, he's doing so good in school. They pay him to do all kinds of stuff. He leads all the RAs down there.
Mm-hmm.
He used to work in the office. The kid's good for money.
Yeah. Let's hope that he's getting in. He's going for grad school interviews in February. So.
Yes. Fingers crossed on Greg's grad school.
Yeah. Let's hope it's Florida.
Yes. How will you deal with this brutal summer heat and humidity while in Florida? I'm staying inside.
That's right.
I'm staying in the pool. How about that? So, look, Jenny said, Kim, we've had this conversation. Now, the cool thing that we had this epiphany this week, about 2.5 years ago when we started cruising, we had this idea that maybe someday we could move to Florida.
Right.
And the idea was when we didn't have to stay in Charlotte anymore because of kids and jobs, let's move back near Jenny's family so that we can have some good family time. Let's see if we can talk my mom into moving down there. And it's really wild that it's coming true. But one thing I told Jenny in jest, a little bit of a joke, is the only way I'm moving to Florida is if you get me either in a nice condo or an apartment near the pool, or if you get us a house that has a pool. And so it just all worked out. I mean, houses are like basements. Houses in Florida are like basements in the north. Like every house has one for the most part. But I'm so excited. Not houses. Pools are like basements in Florida. Everybody's got a pool in Florida is what I'm trying to say. But I'm so excited that we have one. And that's where I'll spend my time when it's hot.
Well, and it was also important for me to find a house that the lawn care and the pool care was included in the rent.
Yes, because I don't like doing any of that stuff.
No, but then we kind of got last minute told that we had to weed and cut the bushes.
Okay. Sarah Phillips, first of all, thank you. We're not famous. We're internet famous, whatever that means. We do get recognized from time to time. Mm-hmm. I love it. Look, I'm super shy. And I love meeting people that have been impacted by some stupid thing that I've done in my room. It really, it blows my mind, and I appreciate it. So thank you for the super chat. But yeah, so we sit down. Tanya Hensley, thank you so much for the super chat.
Carrie Ann,
thank you, Carrie Ann. Shout out to the Hensley family. So we go to sign our lease. Now everything that we've been told is that you're going to pay a certain amount of money. It's going to include the pool. And it's going to include the lawn care. Mm-hmm. So when we sit down to sign our lease, we're initialing and signing things, and we get to a page that has some handwritten notes. And she says, the lady she works for like a management company. She says, "Hey, the lawn care and the pool is included, but you have to weed and trim the shrubs yourself. That's what we have handwritten here. You just need to initial it."
What do you do at that point?
What do you do? We're already down there with a truckload of stuff. I mean, that seems like a little late to spring something. So I guess we're on the hook. So I guess we'll have to find somebody to do the shrubs and that stuff.
Yeah, so I figured I'll get in. Once the lawn person comes over, I'll see if they can do it.
It seemed a little questionable.
Yeah.
But again, we're super happy to have the place.
Absolutely.
Super happy. Mm-hmm. Good night, Frank the Wedding Consultant.
Frank and Sean. Sharon
at Sea. Ooh, look, I love when we go through the chat. Sharon at Sea saying hi to the Klaykowskis. Like, you give you a play-by-play of the chat. I've seen that in some live feeds before. Not really any of the crew's live feeds, but I've been in other live feeds. It's very funny. The Klaykowskis saying what's up to Sharon at Sea.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Get a local teen to do it. That's right. We will.
Yeah.
I'm not finding a lot of enthusiasm in the teens that I've met locally. Brenda Niff, you did miss most of it.
I do have a lot of nieces and nephews.
We are recording this. Karen Griswold said, "Find a kid in high school that likes weed." No, wait.
That's pretty
Let me tell you this. So, do you think we can tell that story? We're not breaking any confidentiality about the hydroponics in the house? Jenny basically acted like she smoked weed.
No, I didn't.
We almost didn't get the house.
He's such a liar.
This is how it went. We're talking to the lady, and she's like, "Hey, we'll come every 3 months to inspect the house and make sure that there's no shenanigans going on."
And I mean, listen, I'm in property management. I'm like, okay,
right.
I get it.
And she says the reason we do that is because it takes 4 months for weed to fully mature. And we're looking at her like, okay.
Well, how do you know?
Okay. And she said, we rented a house one time where we went in and the people had ripped up the floor and they had put in a hydroponic system and they were growing weed in the rental house.
Well, and stupid me, I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
That said, wow, that's pretty cool. And
because that is. That's pretty inventive.
The lady looks at her like she's like, that she partakes. And she was like,
and I don't.
She's like, do you know that weed is now legal in Florida? And Jenny's like, really? And she's like, yeah, for medical. And then they looked at each other and there was a quiet pause and I was like, now I was thinking, does that lady smoke weed? Like, does she find a weed friend in Jenny? Jenny doesn't smoke weed, but it was such a weird exchange. But how do you like that? Renting a house to grow hydroponic weed.
I mean, that's pretty inventive, right?
Entrepreneurship at its finest.
Come on, you know?
Entrepreneurship at its finest.
Who would think that, though, right? Like, who even thinks to do that?
It's crazy.
It is.
It's a crazy story. Look, all we were doing was signing a lease, and we had all kinds of crazy stuff happen in that little thing. So crazy.
I am not a pot smoker. Let's put that out there.
Look, it's going to be legal across the land eventually.
Yeah.
This is my life philosophy. Can I share it with you? I'm pretty straight edge, right? I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm a social drinker, But not even that. Like, people that have been on the group cruise with me know that there's times that I never drink. Sometimes I just don't ever feel like drinking. And I don't have any problem with drinking. Like, I just don't do it myself. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do any drugs. And I'm pretty straight edge. But the way that I'm, like CM Punk, I'm pretty straight edge. But the older I get, the closer I get to meeting my maker, I feel like my vices are going to rear. So I feel like I'm going to be like 80 years old and maybe jumping into all that. So that's why we got to be in Florida, because it's going to be
a beach bum.
It's going to be super chill. I'm going to live on the beach in a VW van next to our house, and then I can do all of that.
Yeah.
In my 80s.
Okay.
That's my philosophy.
I don't know.
That's my philosophy. All right. Well, there's a whole weed conversation going on now.
Edibles. Yay.
That's right, Daniel. The last time I watched wrestling was because of CM Punk, and now I wish he was still there. I don't know what's going on tonight. We've done this whole hour. I hope everybody had a good time in the chat.
Peg and Artie, I agree on that one.
Far out, man. Far out, man.
Like, and I don't think it was in our... It wasn't in our house.
Both of our parents... No, it wasn't in our house.
No.
Both of our... Well, some of our parents were hippies. So, I mean, we're fairly familiar with that whole vibe. So.
Right.
All right. That's
We're
right.
going to be in an RV down by
Dylan
the
Chandler,
river.
the reality is I may be a hippie. I believe in communal living. I
does.
believe
Well,
in
crazy.
people taking care of each other.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot... Look.
That's the beauty of you, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have a real interesting bent, but all right. I've said too much.
No, you haven't.
Have I said enough?
You've said enough.
I've said it. Well, how's that REM song go? Consider this. I don't know. All right. Mark Robertson was in the house.
See, Mike, I love that song. Don't drink, don't smoke.
Adamant.
What do you do?
Goody goody two shoes.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. We've said it all.
BH, you were told, huh?
We've done it
Winka,
all.
winka.
BH. Edibles are gross. That's right, my brother. Gonna live in a van
Down
by the river. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by, man. We're trying to get packed up. We're trying to get down to Florida. Hopefully it'll happen. But we were going to be right back here next Tuesday night. I know it's not going to happen before next week. So please come back and spend some time. Big shout out to everybody with the Super Chat. Thank you so much for supporting our efforts.
Yeah.
It means the world to us. We're happy to live this cruise life. Like I've been saying on the videos, we're happy to be your guides in this cruise life a little bit. And I don't know, man. I'm just excited.
And Karen with the Y.
I'm excited.
Tony loves when you harass him.
Harass me, please.
Harass away.
We need a
All right,
fan
that's
here
enough.
to blow your hair.
Oh my goodness. He is something else, this man. All right, take pictures of everybody.
Thanks so much for stopping by. Hope you guys had a good time. I know I did. Look, there's nothing else to be said. My name's Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca. And until we come back in a minute, we'll see you on the Lido.
Are we going to do it for Maybe we can get this together and leave on Monday. Maybe we can do this on Monday.
No.
Yeah.
I got to put in the reservation for the truck. It's gonna
I
be
have
for,
got to leave North Carolina.
Gonna be for Wednesday.
It's getting too cold.
All right, guys. Jenny.
What?
I love you.
Oh, I love you.
All right, guys. Take it easy. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you later.
See you on the Lido.
See you on the Lido.
Bye.